Okay, this is part 3 of this video series on this engine. I filled the tank up for the 3rd time. This will be the 3rd run of the engine. Now from the last video I had it running at about 11,000 RPM. This time, for the sake of the video and instructional purposes, I'm going to lean it out just a little bit more and I'm going to begin setting the idle on this engine. Now the things I have done so far is I haven't touched the idle adjustment screw on this. I think I've got a long enough screwdriver I should be able to get in here and adjust it while it's running. But I did loosen the lock nut on this throttle stop screw and I allowed it to close considerably more, so it's just barely even opening at all, and I think that'll allow me to get it down to a pretty low idle. So the first thing I always do is I set my stop screw so it'll just be down to about an RPM level I think it should be at. I don't usually set it so it fully closes it. That's just how I set my engines up. So I've got it fueled up again here. I'm going to run it, let it warm up for 25-30 seconds or so, and then I'm going to begin to adjust the idle because it was very rich and it needed to be leaned out. So I'll be turning the idle adjustment screw in clockwise and leaning it out, and I'll be employing a pinch method. You'll see me do this periodically to let me know when my setting is about right. Prime this thing. See how she fires up this time. Way too rich. I've got a lot better transition now. I close that idle adjustment screw about a quarter turn. Not quite perfect yet, but it's pretty good. Still a little rich. My globy tack is showing some strange things here. Let me see if I can get it. Still a little rich there on the low end. Let me see if I can get it to a point where it'll reliably read some. That's a good reading right there. I believe that one. I don't believe those high-end readings there at all. This is a good reading. think you can see I've got this idle pretty well set right now. I don't think I would even bother tweaking it anymore. I had it set for a pretty nice low 2600 RPM. It was holding it, sounded really good. Didn't sound like it was going to stall out or die. And the top end, obviously I could tweak the top end some more, but since it's a new engine and I would put it on a plane right about now because I think it's got enough runtime. These 3 tanks that I've run through it at progressively higher RPMs is I think this is a good enough shape that I could actually just go put it in my Tower Chaos right now, take it to the field and fly the heck out of it. Sure, I might lean it out periodically, or might even richen it up for the first flight just to make sure, see how it's going to unload in the air. But this engine's ready to go, and that's pretty much as simple as it is to set these engines up. Now, I was trying to do my pinch technique, and what I typically like to hear, at least it's a lot easier on a 4-stroke, is you pinch it, you should hear the RPM increase just slightly. That tells you you're just on the slight rich side. That's usually where I set my idle, so that you pinch it and you just start to hear RPM gradually go up a little bit, and then you let go when it continues. But I wasn't hearing it, the RPM change at all here. I was just going by transition, and the transition from idle to full throttle was excellent, as it is with an OS engine anyway. But I really think I've got that idle set. So I probably did a complete total of maybe 3/4 of a turn closed to lean that needle valve out to get that idle transition the way it is. But like I said, this engine is pretty much ready to be put on a plane and run, and it's a screamer.